Good afternoon, friends, and we are back again with our Facebook Live. And today we have Dr. Shoibal Moitro, Senior Consultant Allergy and Immunology at Apollo Hospitals, Kolkata. And today's topic of discussion, an interesting one: how to know if you are allergic to your clothes. Sir, very good afternoon, and it's a very interesting topic indeed. So, the first question that we can have is, can we have allergy to clothes?
Thank you. Good afternoon. Yes, it's a very interesting topic that we are discussing today because we can have allergy to multifarious things, and out of that, having an allergy to clothes or what we are wearing is though an uncommon but an important area of discussion. Yes, we can definitely have allergy to clothes. What we call in medical parlance is an allergic contact dermatitis to clothes, or more commonly textile dermatitis. So this we see very commonly in hot and humid climates and hot and humid countries like in India, where the people come at times, mostly in the summer months, maybe also in the winter months, but mostly in the summer months, they come with the symptoms and signs pertains to the allergic contact dermatitis of or due to clothing. So that is a problem which is definitely there, and we come across such problems among our patients.
So definitely it's a problem, and it's a very interesting problem because clothes are something that people like to choose on their own, and they like to use it as a statement of who they are. But keeping that aside, if you could suggest what are the common clothes which have such allergic reactions in general on people?
Yes, because we all like to wear so many new dresses and so many new types of clothes, but unfortunately, a segment of people they react to what they're putting on. Okay, so that is a very means that is the worst part. So it is most commonly seen with the synthetic fibers, like your polyester, this rayon, and there's all these newer synthetic fibers which has come up. Usually, it has a predilection of causing more allergic contact dermatitis than your natural fibers. Why? Because many dyes, many resins, many chemicals are used in the preparation of this clothing. Moreover, we get in the market lots of clothes which say that it's wrinkle free, it's dirt repellent, it's means ready to wear after wash, because all these clothing they undergoes a lots of chemical treatment where the formaldehyde resins and other tanning agents are used. So all this comes with a price. That comes with the price is that health price, I mean to say, is because they can react with our skin among some sensitive individuals. So these are actually the clothes so which usually causes the reaction, and also those which have very bright colors, the colors and which the clothes say that you need to wash this clothes separately. That means usually these clothes bleed on washing. So having a very bright colors, deep colors, they usually have a tendency to cause the allergic contact dermatitis. So, and these are the types of clothing which usually cause, but albeit I just want to say that any types of clothing can cause the allergic contact dermatitis, but these are the clothes which have more tendency to cause the allergic contact dermatitis. Another thing which is important is that sometimes the patient and when he or she wears that clothes, he will get a reaction, will react to it. But sometimes he or she may be wearing the clothes for a long duration of time, maybe for several months, the same clothes or same material, clothes made of same material, I mean to say, but they may develop the reaction later on. So this is also there. It all depends upon, in allergy we have a sensitization phase and we have reactionary phase. It depends upon whether that individual has been sensitized previously before wearing the clothes or got sensitized after wearing the clothes. It decides that when he or she will react after wearing that clothes. So this is very important, and because this sometimes intrigues the patient's mind, he may think that, well, I have been wearing this type of clothes for a long period of time, I didn't have anything, but then how and why I'm having it now. So this is actually the scientific explanation behind that, because now we know that it all depends upon the individual's immune system, how the immune system sees that clothing and reacts to it depending upon the sensitization phase and all. So it depends upon when he or she will develop the particular signs and symptoms of textile dermatitis.
every allergic reaction has certain symptoms. It might be hives, it might be rashes, and so on. So, what are the common symptoms of allergy to clothes?
The symptoms of allergy to clothes, as I have said, that there are one important parameter in this. It's a contact dermatitis. That means all the body surface areas which comes in contact with the cloth, it will develop the signs and symptoms of the allergic contact dermatitis. So that means it is mainly the covered body parts. That is usually in those areas we get the symptoms. Very unlikely that a face will develop symptoms of textile dermatitis, because we don't wear anything on the face. Okay, so that's important. And if we are not wearing the gloves, the fingers and hands also will not have, usually not have the symptoms of textile dermatitis. The covered body parts, they become, there is a redness is there, there's a itchiness, there's a itchy rash comes up, there's a scaling of the skin, there's a peeling of the skin and excoriations. So these are usually the symptoms we get: angry looking, red, itchy skin, and with scaling and peeling of the areas. These are the typical sign symptoms we see in case of the textile contact dermatitis, and that too on the covered areas of the skin of the body parts.
So, who are more prone to getting this allergy?
Though textile dermatitis can occur in any individuals, but there are certain groups where there is a certain who are more predilected to develop these symptoms. Like, let's say the women's usually get more a tendency of more having this allergic contact dermatitis to clothes. Those who wear very tight-fitting clothes, they usually get more signs and symptoms. Chances of having this dermatitis is more. Those who sweat a lot, and those who work in the environment, the profession where there's lots of sweating, like those who are working in the bakeries and all, where they sweat a lot, they usually get these reactions. Those who have other allergic conditions of the skin, like atopic dermatitis, so this makes them more prone to develop the allergic contact dermatitis to the clothes. But apart from that, the individuals who have any other allergic diseases, they are somewhat more predisposed to develop the allergic contact dermatitis to clothing also. And so these are the mainly, and also the obese individuals, because in obese individuals usually the clothes becomes mostly the tight fittings and usually they sweat a lot. So obese individuals, the woman, those who walks in the hot and humid areas, those who sweat a lot, those who have atopic dermatitis or other allergic skin conditions, usually these are the groups who usually have chances of getting more or incidences of this allergic contact dermatitis.
So, it is said that prevention is better than cure. So, how would you suggest that people who are prone to such allergic reactions, they prevent it?
Yes, so that is obviously true, because those who are this group who are prone to develop the allergic contact dermatitis, or who already had an episode of allergic contact dermatitis, so they must understand that if they take certain steps, certain precautions, then the chances of getting an allergic contact dermatitis to clothes usually reduce. So number one is that it's better to avoid the synthetic fibers, that is the polyester, rayons, and other synthetic fibers, then to avoid those wrinkle-free clothes, then dirt-repellent clothes, then ready-to-wear after-wash clothes, all these things, because they all they get means treated by formaldehyde resins and other resins and other chemicals. So it's better to avoid these clothes. It's better to avoid those clothes which comes with a label that they have to be washed separately, because the colors usually they bleed on washing. So that means they are using quite means it's heavy dyes. So all those have to be avoided. It's better to use a natural fiber clothing, the light colored clothing, to wear the loose clothes, not to wear very tight fitting clothes, and to avoid the clothes which have metallic buttons, like the nickel buttons. Usually these individuals, they also have this is contact dermatitis to metals, most commonly is the nickel. So in the jeans we have these nickel buttons, these nickel zips. So usually they come in contact with the skin and they can have a dermatitis to that. Though it's not typically a clothing or cloth related dermatitis, but usually it's a metal dermatitis which comes in association with a textile dermatitis. So about to avoid this type of clothes, and definitely means it's always better to wear loose fitting, where the air circulation of the skin is adequate. This type of clothes is helps in definitely reducing the chances of getting a textile dermatitis.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your thoughts, your ideas, and I'm sure our audience here has learned a lot about allergic reactions to clothes. And I'm sure they'll have questions and we'll get them answered by you or your team. So, till next time, we discuss another reason for allergy or immunology. Thank you, sir. Hope to connect with you soon.
Thank you.